Hey y'all, hey. So I'm back. This is day 3. I'm just consistently showing up for the entire month of December. I am excited about this journey. If you guys are excited about the journey, and I'm just thankful for you guys being here, subscribe, like. I'm just trying to grow this channel, not for anything else, but I just want to be able to get in front of people that are looking to be able to create wealth. And we're on this journey to be able to create wealth together. Health and wealth. So I'm in the middle of the 15-day challenge. Today is day 2. I got on a scale. I had gained a pound and I was like, wait a minute. So today I'm really going to be putting the actions and the items in. I'm excited about we're doing House Music Hills. I'm excited about that. So that'll be dropping. And during the week of Kwanzaa, I'm excited about the big Kwanzaa event. It's going to be all virtual. I was trying to do different places and things of that nature, but I feel like let's have people where they are and meet people exactly where they are. So we are doing the Kwanzaa event. All of that information will be dropped out today. We are also doing the big Kwanzaa event. We're doing a business a day. So we're doing the 25 days of business. We started on December 1st. We have business number 3 that we're coming up. And it's just like we're celebrating. We're celebrating life. We're celebrating being in business. We're celebrating one another. We're celebrating building healthy, wealthy lives. I'm just really excited about the energy that we have going on in TLC. There's something big that is coming. And I've been talking about whatever is big that has been coming for so long. And it's like, okay, but we have to be able to motivate the people to understand that we have something bigger inside of us. So I want everybody that I can come across that comes across this video to be able to dig deep inside of them and understand that if you want your life to be in a better position, you have the power, you have the tools, you have the know-how to be able to do it. You just have to be able to get in alignment with yourself, your higher self, and know that they're going to give you the step-by-step goals, the step-by-step intuition, the step-by-step, everything that you need is all inside of you. And that's what we've been so conditioned for so many years to say, that we have to go to others to be able to get it, when your creator created you with everything that you needed to be able to have the most successful life that you were created to have. And once we get that, we don't have to think about, oh, well, this person only thinks that I'm worth $12 an hour, or this person thinks that I'm only worth $17 an hour. And now we're getting into the egos, and we're getting into the problems, and we're getting into the dissatisfactions of others. And it's like then we have to realize that, okay, I have to take a step and look at myself and say, hey, self, are you doing what you need to do that is in alignment with what your creator has you to do? And so that's where I'm at right now. It's like, okay, I know that there is a bigger mission that is this bigger than me. I have to be able to help other people to be able to get into a better situation financially. And I know sometimes I get very passionate when it comes to talking about getting in a better situation and helping people be able to live better lives, and helping not just myself. I don't want to just help myself, because I could be like, you know what? Fuck all y'all niggas, I'm going to go to do what I need to do. But I feel like it's a call on me to be able to help others to be able to get into a better situation, to be able to get into a better life, to be able to get into walking into their purpose. So I understand that religion has taken a big form, and anybody that's religious, I grew up in the church. I'm not knocking anything, but I want to take it beyond religion. I want us to be able to say, you know what, if you believe in Jesus Christ, or you believe in Allah, or you believe in Buddha, or whoever it is that is your religious belief, believe in it. But then understand that other people have things, and it's the same. They just might have different verbiage, or they might have different customs, and but we all have the same purpose. So it's like, I'm in a different social class, and you know what, I can get there. I might be in the middle class, but I want to be in a wealthy, or I want to be in an extremely wealthy. I want to be in that top 1% earners. So now what do I have to do to be able to get into the 1% earners? And we can just change our actions. We could change our mindset. We could change our thought processes. And guess what happens when we change the things that we're doing on a daily basis and having the little daily habits? Are you reading the books? That I feel like books are like the most profound thing, because really what you're doing is taking someone else's life experiences and condensing it into the amount of time that it takes you to read it. So if it takes you a month to read it, their life is going into a month. Their experiences, their thoughts, their research is going into a month. Now, do you have to take it? No, it's like chicken. You eat what you need and throw the rest away. Some people eat the gristles. Some people eat the skin. Some people don't. Whatever it needs to serve the nourishment of your body and your soul, you take it in, and then take the rest and throw it away. And it's okay, because we discard the things that you don't like. It's just like taking a pineapple. Some people eat the rinds of this pineapple. They don't say they use it to make other potions and lotions and whatever it is might be. And some people might take that part and the core and just eat the flesh of the pineapple. Or an apple. Some people don't like the skin. Some people don't like the seeds. Some people don't like the core. Some people do. They'll eat a whole apple. I'll never forget the time I saw somebody eat the whole apple. I was just sitting there like, wow. but it was for the nourishment of their body and their soul. So what you're taking with people's experiences is, I look at people and they be like, oh, the Bible is a bunch of crap. That is your thought process on it, but take what is serving you and then throw the rest away. It's fine. You don't have to put down on other people what other people like, what you don't understand. And that's a big part of what the world needs, is we need to be able to have grace and compassion. The same grace and compassion that I want, you have to be able to offer to other people. You can't think that you're or higher or mightier than anybody else in this world because they don't have the same thought process. That's because they don't have the same experiences. They don't have the same, they didn't live the same walk. They didn't walk the same walk as you. They didn't talk the same talk as you. So now you expect them to think the way that you do. That's absolutely insane. And to me, I feel like the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, looking for different results. So if we're doing the same things over and over again and we're expecting people to conform with us and be in alignment with us and to do the things that we expect them to do, but we're not offering them that grace, that's insanity. And we're living in amongst the world of insane people. Look at in the United States right now, the world is looking at the United States as a big ass joke right now, but we are looking at, because our mindsets are messed up. If you have people that are in third world countries that are looking at this great big nation and they're figuring how can they take us down, and they will, because our mindsets are messed up, but that's because we have been conditioned to be in a certain mindset. So now we have the tools, this World Wide Web, you can be able to look up anything. You have books you can be able to read. You have all kinds of knowledge and just pools of knowledge. My people will perish for lack of knowledge, and we have a worldwide web of knowledge. Now you take what you need that resonates with you and throw the rest away. You don't have to believe everything that's there. That's what the problem is, because we don't align with our intuition. We need to take time to meditate. I feel like in my journal this month, every day this month I'm going to journal. Every day this month I'm going to put into this YouTube channel. Every day this month I'm going to put into my business. Every day this month I'm going to celebrate someone else's business, because guess what? I feel like I want to see everybody that's connected to me to be able to win big. And if you have a product or a service and I feel like the world needs to see it, then guess what? I'm going to put it out there for the world to be able to see it, because I want to see everybody attached to me win big. We don't have that mindset. People, I was talking to someone yesterday, and there was a guy that was upset. He was upset because someone had said something about him on social media. And I'm like, well, was it true? He didn't want to accept that it was true. It was the truth. It was the truth. They say, and it's written in the scripture, the truth is a light and it shall set you free. Guess what? People don't want to be set free because we have been so conformed to being in control. People don't know how to freely think for themselves. People don't want to go into their higher power. They go to the books, the doctrines, the books, and things of that nature to be able to live. So maybe these examples might not be what it is for you, and your connection to God. God has to be God, Allah, Yahweh, universe, source, wherever your higher power is, should be able to show you the GPS. That is your created GPS for you to be able to live the life that you want. You're not looking at people on Instagram and like, oh, I wish that life, or that must be nice, or if I want to be like that when I grow up. I was just having a conversation a few minutes ago and those words were coming to me, and it's like, is that a curse? Is that a blessing when people speak those words over you? Or is it that there's a sense of jealousy and people are kind of in a space of jealousy and they want to be able to be like you? And then people feel like, oh, I don't want that. I don't want that. No, you don't want that, but it is the reality of it. The truth is the truth. And so now when you're putting yourself in a position to be able to make better, people, I think that stunts them because they're getting afraid of other people looking at them like, and I know I'm one of those people that I didn't want to be able to excel. I didn't want to be able to say, oh, I don't want to talk about money. I didn't want to talk about, oh, I'm going to be a millionaire, because I feel like people look at me and be like, oh, that bitch is lying, or that bitch think she can't do that. She can't. What make her think that she can do it? Why? Because I have the mindset to say that I am going to be a millionaire. I am putting myself in position to be able to help others. And I don't care about me being a millionaire. I need to help 1 million people become millionaires. So what do I need to do? Take your hopes and dreams. But then you look at people and they get afraid of their hopes and dreams. I had someone this year, I put them in a position to be able to make $10,000 a week or more. Put them in a position and didn't charge them not one dime. And guess what? They didn't take up on it. Anytime I put somebody in a position like, okay, I have it, the universe is giving me this dream for you, they're afraid of even coming out their comfort zone, because sometimes becoming wealthy takes you coming out your comfort zone. It makes you have conversations that you don't want to have. It makes you look at yourself and realize, okay, these are the things that I'm doing. And I had to do it. I had to go look in the mirror and look at myself and say, you know what, self? You don't do that. You don't show up. You don't follow up. My follow-up game was awful. So now December, I'm working on following up. I'm working on sticking to the script. I'm working on, if I say that I'm going to do it, and I took my little book, I got me a little notebook to show y'all. I got me a little notebook from the dollar store. And in this notebook, December 1, I wrote down my goals. These are the things I want to do. I'm going to invite 40 people to the call, the opportunity call. I'm going to work out. I'm going to journal today. I'm going to do my training call. And I put all of these things down in my book. So now that when I know that I got to refer back to the book, I got to refer back to the book. So now I got December 2nd and now December 3rd. And now I'm going on. So now I'm knowing that, all right, these are the things I'm going to work on. The Kwanzaa event. We have the House Music Hills that's coming up. We have the workshops. So we're working on that. And I have item action things. And then I have my Trello board. So in the Trello board, it's like, okay, I'm going to refer to the Trello board. I'm going to refer to my book. I'm going to be doing my journaling. I'm going to be writing my affirmations. I'm going to do my affirmations. I'm going to put myself in a position to be able to do the things that I need to do to be able to get me to my goals. And I have my goals. What I did is I did my goals. I wrote them out and I put them as my screensaver. I don't want to have these cutesy pictures of my kids. I know what my kids look like. I know what I look like. I need to see these goals every day. So I'm in my phone constantly throughout the day. So now my goals are here. So I'm constantly reminded. And then I took a vision board, and we'll be doing vision boards during the Kwanzaa. I'm so excited about this Kwanzaa because we're going to be doing the work. So we're finishing out the year strong and taking into 2024 out with a bang so that we could come in 2025 already refreshed. We're starting day one, January 1. We started that December 1st because now we're setting the seeds. We're planting the seeds so that when January come, and we know that 90% of the people is not thinking about weight loss right now. I know that, but I'm still going to be doing my weight loss challenge and I'm still going to be showing up. I'm 185 pounds today. By Friday, I'm going to be 180 pounds or less. That's what the whole thing. Well, today is Tuesday. I could do it. In 5 days or less, I could lose 5 pounds. It's easy. It's easy, and I've done it before, and I'll do it again. It's just drinking the tea, walking, and watching what I eat. That's the biggest problem because we did have Thanksgiving, and I did tear up some macaroni and cheese, and I ate macaroni and cheese, fried fish, and candy yams this morning for breakfast. So I was like, all right, you know what? That's it. That's all. When I got on the scale, I ate. And then I got on the scale and it was 185 pounds. And I was like, nah, that's not going towards the direction I wanted to go in because I was 183 pounds the day before yesterday. So it was like, all right, I got to be 100% focused. I got to get laser focused. And now I'm putting my weight out there. So now I'm like, all right. And that's something that I would never do is just sit there and talk about my weight like that. Even, it was like, even after I lost weight and was 117, I never wanted to talk about my weight because that's something that we never did. But now I have to have these uncomfortable conversations, not just with myself, but with everybody around me. And if I want to walk in my truth and just 100% be true, not just to myself, but everybody else, then it is the truth. I got on the scale this morning and it was 185 pounds. I did eat fried fish. I had fried fish, macaroni and cheese, and candy yams this morning for breakfast. It's not even 8 o'clock, but I've been up since 4 o'clock. So it's like, all right, but guess what? I'm going to take my walk today. I'm getting back out there. I'm going back and doing my walks. I feel like I'm going to go ahead and do this challenge. Even though we at day 3, I'm going to walk at least a mile a day. And I'm going to work out at least 30 minutes a day every single day this month because I need to be able to get myself in a position to reach my goal. My goal is to be at 150 pounds by February. So I got 30 pounds to lose, 35 pounds to lose in less than 2 months. So guess what? That's my motivation because I want to be able to be in a certain space by my birthday. So now that's my goal. I knew I wanted to be somewhere by September. Now by my birthday, which is February 14th, I'm going to be putting myself in a position to go ahead and do the work. I'm going to be drinking the tea. I'm taking the energy. Did I bring my thing up here? I'm taking the energy. I'm going to doing a blue magic. I have the NutriBurst and I'm taking the products because the products really work. And now what I'm showing people is now during the holiday season, me going from 185 down to 1 whatever. I'm hoping to be this, by the end of this challenge, I want to be down 20 pounds. That's the goal. So if I'm going from 185 to 165 out, I'm posted my picture. I took the picture of my weight this morning and I'm going to put it on the damn Instagram and put it out there for the world to see because guess what? I'm holding myself accountable. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. And maybe I should stop cursing. It's me. I like to razzle dazzle my words and make my words like, yeah. So that's just me and who I am or whatever. So I can't show up and not be anybody else but myself. And this is who I am. So I apologize if I offend anybody, but I'm just really trying to be myself and be my authentic self. Yes, I have on a bonnet. I have underneath the bonnet is a scarf that I pray over my scarf. We have essential oils on the scarf and it's a spiritual journey. This is my last day of my 40-day fast. My 40-day fast has making me where I'm going ascending higher spiritually. It's a spiritual journey. Faded Wellness is the business that we have and we're mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally, and sexually putting people in a balance. If you're not sexually satisfied, Your money just don't seem to flow right. You can have $1 million in the bank, but you're not sexually satisfied. You feel like something is missing. If you're not emotionally in balance, if you're not spiritually in balance, if any one of those components of those 6 life groups are out of place, then your whole life could be all screwed up. It's like a balancing act. It's a balancing act. So what we're doing here at Faded Wellness is we're putting the different components together and making it where you can, have those components. So during this Kwanzaa celebration, this is the 3rd Kwanzaa celebration that we've done, and I'm excited about it. I have the new journal. The journal is free. It's 7 days. It's free. You just come on, get the journal. We'll be able to sign up. We have a Zoom link. We'll have the Zoom link coming on that we'll be able to do every single day for the month of Kwanzaa. It's a big celebration, and it's all going to be virtually on Zoom. I might go to a spot, but we're going to be doing unmasking. I'm just going to ask you guys if you're going to participate in an unmasking. We're going to be doing an unmasking. We're going to be doing the House Music Hills. We're going to be doing unmasking. We got a mass meditation. We're doing the full moon meditation. I'm taking all of these things seriously. We have nutrition, so we'll be doing nutrition at Faded Wellness Center. We have workshops coming this 2025 for the children, so we're going to be doing children entrepreneur classes. We're going to be doing children entrepreneur workshops. We have a lot planned for the 2025, but the most important thing is focusing on our health. Health is so important, especially in a Black community, because there's so many people that have either A, don't have the proper health insurance or the health care, or B, they have the insurance, but because they're not educated enough to be able to be their own health advocates, they're just going along with what the doctors say. And sometimes the doctors don't know the best thing for you. My own experiences is the doctor gave me medication that wasn't in alignment with me, and then I gained weight. I gained all over 100 pounds in less than 4 months. And with that, I was just gaining so rapidly. I was going into a depression. And when I was gaining so rapidly, I was 235 pounds. I got on a scale and I cried because I had worked with weight has been an issue that I have worked with my entire life. I've always been called fat as a kid. I was always teased because of just this little dip under here. They was like, oh, your lips is swollen. I can't help this dip under here. I didn't even know. They'd be like, yo, you could go swim in that shit. It's not even that deep, but it was the way that God created me. And guess what? People made fun of it. People always figured out a way to make fun of things. So then I realized, and I lived with that shit for many years. Even the person that I married made fun of me. So it's like, oh, you don't cook well. And for a long time, I thought that I wasn't able to cook well. I didn't think, and it took somebody telling me like, yo, you should open a restaurant. And I'm like, why would I open a restaurant? And this nigga told me that I can't cook, and my cooking was awful. Perception. It all became perception. And when that moment came, and then it was like, nah, you really could cook this shit good. I'm a foodie. You're this shit good. And then I'm making shit for other people, and they like, yo, when you gonna make this again? And I've been told more times that I should open a restaurant than a little bit by different people. When a man stood in front of me and looked the goddamn plate and was like, yo, this shit is good as hell. And it was like, that's just dinner. Like, I knew that you was hungry, but that's just dinner. But it made me realize, like, you know what? It's the way that you perceive yourself because of other people's perceptions. And from that moment, it was like, you know what? I can cook. And it took a long time because I had been told for so many years, like, oh my God, you can't cook. And people thought that I couldn't cook. Here's the crazy thing though. Y'all want to hear this really crazy story? For so many years, I was told that I couldn't cook, and everybody around me was like, oh no, because they thought that I couldn't cook, they heard it so much. But there was a holiday that passed, and I was there and I cooked, and they thought that I couldn't cook so bad, and I cooked, and it was like, wow. And I cooked the whole dinner. And this person came that told me that I couldn't cook so long and fucked the shit up, not knowing that I was the one that cooked it. Fucked it up. And when they was told that I cooked it, they had to have a eat and crow, because you made me feel bad for so long about my cooking, and I really could cook because you fucked that shit up. You made me feel bad about the things that I was doing, and you fucked it up. So that made me realize, like, you know what? And I was thankful because now it's let me know. And it was something that I needed to know at that very precise moment, because had I known before, I would have probably been in a different space. But because my mindset was in a different space, and then I was like, okay, I received it. And I understood what it was. And I understood, like, sometimes people just don't want to see you shine. Sometimes people don't want to put you in a better position. So what do? They'll put you down. They'll put you down. They'll make you be, oh, I can't do this because this person made me. So I'm taking these experiences and realizing, like, you know what? You have to be able to know where you have inside of you. You have to not think about the other people, the church, the other people around you, the community, your family, your friends, your coworkers, and they'll all put their ideas of what you are like. That person telling me I couldn't cook. You can't cook, you can't cook. And they had everybody around. Or they told me, oh, this one lazy. Nigga, I had this amount of money. I was a business owner. I didn't work the way that you thought, but I had my own business and my business was thriving and very successful. I had like $50,000 in the bank at one time because I was able to stack that amount of money. And then I was doing real estate, and it's like, all right, I'm doing it. And then you see, you depleted everything from me, and now I have nothing else to give. I have nothing else to give you because you've depleted and taken everything. And so now it's like, oh, you're lazy. You're a bum. Those types of things make you feel like, wait, what? So now when you come to the new realization of it, when you give it to someone else and then they start doing that gaslighting or they start doing that deflection and things of that nature, now you're like, wait a minute, pause. We're not doing that anymore, because guess what? I lived with that. I've dealt with that, and I'm no longer going to accept that. So that's where, you're going with this situation. And now you feel like, okay, I have that millionaire inside of me. I have that shining star inside of me. Stop letting other people dim your light. Stop feeling like, okay, in order for me to feel like I can conform with this group of people around me, I have to dim myself. Hell no. When my friend told me a couple of weeks ago, I was like, oh, I guess I think too big. And he was like, because I've been told so much, oh my God, you think too big. Oh my God, that's too big. That's too big. And people will put you down for thinking too big. And he was like, hell motherfucking no, you think as big as you can. The God don't give you dreams for you to think big, just for you to be dimmed down by mediocre people. You gonna fly with the eagles. And I promise you, I put myself in alignment with people that's thinking bigger than me. So I know that I could do it. When I say I'm gonna be a millionaire and most of the people around me making $30,000, of course that's gonna be foreign. I want to be around the people that's like, yeah, I'm gonna make $1 million in 7 months. Yeah, I'm gonna make $1 million in 11 months. Yeah, I'm gonna make $1 million in 6 months. I'm going to do that a month. Every single month, I'm going to make $1 million. Like, these are the people, these are the dreams that people are talking. So when I say, oh, I'm going to be a millionaire, to $30,000 people, that sounds very far outlandish. So it's outlandish. So now you got to be able to align yourself with the people that have the bigger dreams. You got to align yourself with the people that have the bigger goals. You have to align yourself with the people that are doing better. You have it in you. You have it in you. You just have to be able to make subtle changes. And it's not going to happen overnight. I've been doing this for 2 years. And guess what? 2 years ago, I didn't even know no millionaires that look like me. And now I'm on a call with millionaires every single day. On a call with millionaires every single day. And every opportunity that they get, I'm like, all right, yeah. And now I'm doing the things that the millionaires do. Guess what? We meditate. I've been meditating for like 8 years. 8 years. I didn't realize that I was doing something that this is what wealthy people do. We pour into one another. There's no way in the world that you could see somebody that I'm not making money for them. But she called me like, hey, how's it going? We gonna do this? And now it's like, all right, I love that. So so I'm not looking to make money off of anybody. I'm not looking to make money off of anybody. I want to be able to help people put themselves in a better position. Put themselves in a better position. Healthy, wise, wealthy wise. Do I want to see people be able to win at the top? Absolutely. Anybody that's connected to me. And I feel like if we're building this relationship here on this YouTube channel, I want you guys to be able to say, you know what? I can do it too. That's the whole point of this YouTube channel, is to be able to build a community of people that say, you know what, I am going to make it. I have something else better in me. I have what it takes to be who I desire to be. You might not want to be a millionaire. You might have your fulfillment being a janitor. I promise you, I met this man that was a janitor at the kids' school, and he said, these are my babies, and I want to make sure when they come into this school that the floors are perfect and they see no garbage, because that is going to take their mindset on how they're going to do. And he was like the best janitor, and that was his life's purpose. That was what gave him his calling. That's it. He got up every day with a smile, and he went home. And if he had to do anything else, if he had to be a cop or a garbage man or anything, he wouldn't be able to be there to make them kids smile when they walked in and smelled the great smell of the floors shining and seeing no garbage on the floors. And he said that is what gave him joy, knowing that these kids had a clean space to be able to go learn, because some of these kids was coming from abusive homes. Some of these kids was coming from dirty homes. So when he got there, he knew that they knew that those hours that he was in that school, he was going to make sure that they had a clean environment. And he did the best job that he could to make sure that those kids had the best environment so that they could get the best education. That right there was his calling. That was his purpose. So it's not attached to $1 million dream. but it's attached to you doing what your heart feels inside for you to be able to be the best version of yourself and do what you were created to do. And it doesn't have to attach to success, does not attach to monetary. For me, like I said, I had to help 1 million people become millionaires. And in order for me to feel comfortable with helping 1 million people become millionaires, I felt like I'd had to be a millionaire myself. And in all actuality, I've done it. I've done it more than once. I've done it a couple of times. But at this point in time, I don't have $1 million in my bank because I be 100% transparent. I frivolously spent. I was ghetto ratchet. I could remember time getting a check for $100,000 and I blew that check in the damn mall on shit that I don't even have no more. I was buying shit for a 2-year-old child, fur coats and stuff like that, knowing damn well she wasn't going to wear that stuff no more. But that was where my mindset was at. Now my mindset is I'm a 50-year-old mindset, 19-year-old mindset, and 50-year-old mindset. I will hope that it's a different place. I will hope that it's in a different place trajectory, because I'm closer to my end than I was to my beginning at 19 years old. And somebody getting a 19-year-old $100,000 check, it's like, wait a minute, what's happening? Even a $10,000 check back in the 90s was a whole bunch of money. You know what I mean? So we looking at it like we're in a different space. We're in a different timeline. We're in a different time zone. So now I have to think differently. And I'm grateful because, 30 years ago, I wasn't thinking with the same mindset. So I'm at a different space 30 years later. That sounds crazy. 30 years. My child is going to be 30 years old. Wow. I'm going to be 50. Wow. But you know what that says to me? It says to me that I'm still in a race. Every day, God still got something else for me to do. So I'm still in a race. I'm still going to keep on going. I'm going to keep showing up. And every day that I get another 24, I'm going to continue to show up better than I did yesterday. So today, I have my plans. I have my goals. We're going to get started with our goals. We have our Kwanzaa. Like I said, I'm excited about the Kwanzaa. I'm excited about the digital products course. I'm excited about the house music heals, because house music it's just something that it does. And so we're going to be able to do something different. We're doing shadow work every day. We're going to work with the Kwanzaa. We have a different chakra. We're going to work with that. We're going to start talking about the chakras a lot more. We're going to be educating more about the spiritual realm, because everything that we're having is a spiritual warfare that's going on. And with this spiritual warfare that's going on, people are doing things. They're having emotions and different things that they're going with, and they're not able to be able to work with emotional intelligence because they're living in a spiritual realm, and it's a spiritual warfare. And a lot of people are confused. I can say I went through this myself, and I was confused, and then my daughter went through this herself, and she was confused. And so you have to be able to sit with yourself and understand and connect with your higher power. If your cell phone is at 15%, that little red light come on. And when that little red, well, I don't know about everybody. I got a Droid. I think you do it with the iPhone as well, though. I'm not 100% sure, but whatever it is, when your cell phone start getting to 15%, that little red light come on. And when that little red light come on, it's like, all right, we plugging it up. Because once you go to a certain amount of time, it's going to be over. It's going to be over. If you're working on apps and you're doing things, it's going to be over. If you're recording, if you're doing a live and that little dot come on, oh, my phone about to die, you got to plug it back up to the source. We as people are the same exact way. When you're giving, you got to plug back up to source. So to me, I feel like every day you need to be able to plug up with source. People pray, and they're sending their petitions to God, but you need to meditate. So now God can send the messages back to you. We don't listen because sometimes God's speaking to still soft, small voice. So if you're hearing that the spirit is speaking in a still small voice, you have to be able to get quiet to be able to hear it. And the only way that you can shut your mind down is through meditation. And when we're meditating and we're receiving the messages from the divine, is nothing that nobody could do to be able to stop you, because now you're getting all of this clutter and chatter from other people. Like I said, when the man told me I couldn't cook, I believed it because I was being so watered down. But then once I realized and I prayed about it, and then I listened and I meditated, like, no, you don't realize that you stayed in the kitchen with your grandmother. You stayed in the kitchen with your auntie. You stayed in the kitchen with I was in the kitchen throughout my entire life, and I understood and I picked up my own things. And it's like, oh, that's nasty because my grandmother didn't do it like that. I'm not your grandmother. I'm not your mother. I'm me. And the only person that I know to be is me. So with that, it's like, okay, so I'm going to continue on and be me and show up as I was created to be, and just be the best version of myself every 24 hours that I have. And that's what I want you guys to be able to do, is to show up as yourself Every 24 hours, be a better version of yourself every day. You have to strive to be better. You have to strive to achieve your goals. You have to strive to make the best version of your life. You could be a millionaire, a multimillionaire. I know someone right now, $51 million, a beautiful home, and she's still striving to be better. She's still striving to be better because until you leave this earth, there's always room for improvement. There's nobody that's walking this earth perfectly perfect. Nobody. So when you know that, there's always room for improvement. And if you're constantly looking to be a better version of yourself every single day, that you're given another opportunity, it's nothing but blessings on top of blessings. And then once you're getting blessed so well that you can be a blessing for others, that's when it's like this becomes game changing. So that's my goal, to be so blessed by becoming the best version of myself that now I'm able to be a huge blessing for others. So anybody that's connected to me in any way, shape, form, or fashion is going to be able to be winning big. That's my goal. So that's all I have for you guys today. I'm about to get ready to get started on my day. I have 2 minutes to be able to get started with my plan, and I'm going to stick out with my plan entirety to the fullest. So y'all go out there and have a great day. Namaste.